When you start on a program like this, you're down in the weeds. You're writing lessons, you're looking at lessons on a daily basis, but they're in black and white. There's no animation. You're writing scripts for the animation, but you never really do see it. The first time I saw Flex, when I went into a classroom and I saw the videos, I saw the animations, I saw how the kids were excited about the learning experience, it was amazing to me. It didn't even feel like something that I had worked on. Because again, I know what the scripting is, I know what the words are going to be when they come out of an avatar's mouth, because I participated in writing those words. But when you see those come to life, it takes on a life of its own, and I'm quite proud to be part of the entire process.
SRA FLEX Literacy was developed with the Common Core state standards in hand, so they were built to address the Common Core state standards. That's perhaps unlike other programs that are aligned to the program. We actually had the standards in hand, and we said what needed to occur with regard to meeting those standards, and we proceeded by looking at the important skills and actually developing the skills and strategies that aligned 80–90% of those Common Core state standards being addressed. Students would be placement tested into the program. The complexity of the text would be at the level that they're able to participate in at a high level, but that complexity does ramp up over time so that students are now engaging in more and more complex stories, more and more complex text, again based on their skill level. So they're not going to be frustrated, they're not going to have decreased performance because the text is too hard. And then in the project experience, again, complex text, because we want to make learning much more geared toward promoting college and career readiness skills.
There's at least 4 areas in Flex Literacy that research shows helps with behavior management. First, we have self-management built into that, so students are able to manage or evaluate their own performance, evaluate their own behavior. For example, in the project experience, they track or evaluate how well they're interacting with their group members, how well they're progressing through the projects. Second, we also have social development built in as well. So students learn how to interact with one another, to complete tasks in the project experience, but also how to interact with one another in the print experience in terms of discussing stories with one another. A third area is classroom organization, which involves 3 parts, again, that we know impacts behavior management in a positive manner. First, we have good transition management in Flex Literacy. Students learn the routines, which is the second part, in terms of how to transition appropriately from the digital experience to the print and back again, and also to the project experience. And third, students learn what the classroom expectations are, and the expectations for Flex Literacy.
In the digital experience, students would be at their own unique skill level, and the program is really based on mastery learning. So once you have the modeling done, the vignettes done, and so forth, students would be released to participate in a guided practice kind of opportunity. If students aren't achieving mastery within the digital experience, then they would go into a remediation cycle, because we don't want them to be frustrated and we don't want them to move into tougher skills if they don't have the skills to be there. So that's all based on the individual student.
It's been amazing with Flex Literacy. I have experience working with McGraw-Hill on previous programs. But with Flex Literacy, it was a relatively large program to work on, much more extensive and much larger than anything I'd ever attempted. I have nothing but positive things to say about working with the people of McGraw-Hill. It's been an amazing process. Probably most importantly, it's allowed a platform for me to write things that I was passionate about writing and get it to a much larger audience. I wouldn't have that opportunity to impact students' lives without having the backing and the resources of McGraw-Hill.